What's going on, true believers? Welcome to another episode of One Shot. I am your host, Mr. J, and relatively light week this week for me, but still really good stories out there. Really great cover art for sure. Let's hop right into it, shall we? It's going to probably be a little bit shorter. I might talk a little more in depth, but we'll see what happens here. First book I picked up this week, Gunslinger Spawn. This is issue number 4. Reintroduction of Clown. If you know anything about Clown, he was the I don't want to say the main antagonist. I don't know a whole lot about the original Spawn series, but he was definitely one of the major players in the original Spawn series there. And he's back. Apparently he's been gone for a while, and he is back with even more power than he was left with. Apparently when Spawn broke the time cycle and everybody was sent here and there, Clown was able to pull power from people passing by him in the stream, the time stream, and was able to split his two personalities, but he split them into more or less 2 or 3 little things here. He used to be Clown or the Violator. Now he is Clown and the Violator, so he doesn't exactly have to choose between which persona he is. He is kind of, they're both there physically. But I thought it was a really cool story. He's trying to get Gunslinger on his side so that Gunslinger can go back to his time. That's what he's bribing him with, but we don't know what Clown wants in return for that. But he really wants Spawn to unlock the dead zones, and I think he's trying to get Gunslinger on his side to do that. This series has been really, really, really good. I always enjoyed the artwork in these newer books. This cover by Matina, absolutely beautiful. Robin, issue number 10. We're getting more backstory on the whole demon, the island thing, why they have children coming to this island to essentially fight to many, many deaths. And it turns out that the mother of Raz, or Ra's al Ghul, however you want to pronounce it, his mother was brought back to life by Raz, and started her own sect. Like, he had the League of Shadows and the League of Assassins, and she had the League of Lazarus, and they kind of there was a war about whether or not they should bring this demon back. She obviously wanted it, and he didn't, so he kind of banished her to this island forever. But apparently there was a loophole where there was if this tournament happened and they kind of sacrificed the winner, I guess like after 100 years or so, I can't remember exactly, but they could eventually bring this demon back. She wants to bring it back because apparently the future is terrible looking, and the only way to stop that future is to burn Earth down to the ground and start over. And now Ra's al Ghul and Robin and all these other people are fighting against the League of Lazarus to stop this demon from coming back. This series has been really good. I say it every time, I'm so happy I hopped on when I did. I wasn't sure. Robin usually isn't one of my favorite things to read about, but this one has been absolutely phenomenal. We're kind of getting a little more backstory into the Al Ghul side of things. So, really cool cover as well. That's the demon that they're trying to summon. Devil's Reign, issue 6, Chip Zdarsky, issue 3 of 6, Chip Zdarsky. I haven't been reading all the tie-ins, so I feel like I'm missing a few things. This book starts out with not Peter Parker, but it looks like Ben Reilly in jail. He doesn't have his mask on. So obviously nobody knows who he is. He's all beat up and bloodied. And the Thing and the Human Torch come to rescue him. That's where it starts. The whole Luke Cage is running for mayor. That's still going on. It's okay. It's a slow story. I feel like I'm missing a lot. Probably because I don't read all the tie-ins. I do have another tie-in to it here. I don't know. I'm just missing something with this book. But I do enjoy it. The artwork is fantastic, and Zdarsky's writing is always phenomenal. And then talking about the tie-ins, The Winter Soldier, this one I thought was very good. The artwork is fantastic. The way that it's shaded, the contrasting between the lights and the darks in this book, and just like having certain elements stand out, like his arm. He's in complete darkness. He's like shadowed and everything. His arm is completely white in the shadow. I love that kind of stuff. That Sin City style look. There was a lot of that in here. But the Winter Soldier's kind of just looking for his file so he can learn about his past. And he winds up finding a bunch of other people's files. And Wilson Fisk has he's put himself to sleep using the technology that he's got the Purple Man set up where he can kind of influence people. But he's put himself to sleep, but he's sleepwalking. Not only is he sleepwalking, he's sleep killing. He's completely wrecked his own house. I thought this story was really cool. I connected a lot with the Winter Soldier and his writings. I felt a connection here, and it brought me into the book a little bit more. I really enjoyed it. Amazing Spider-Man 87. This one should have been called Learning to Crawl Again. Black Cat and Captain America are helping Peter Parker learn to be Spider-Man again. They're trying to get him back up to full strength because they know that he's not there yet, and he's going to get himself hurt or killed if he tries to hop back in too early. And they know that he would try if something came up. So they're trying to train him, essentially, get him rehabilitated, back on his feet 100%. And he's not there. He's not making a lot of progress, and they're very, very worried about it. This series has been absolutely phenomenal. Starting with Ben Reilly taking over for a while. Now Ben Reilly's got his own series again. Back to Peter Parker, learning to crawl again. I'm absolutely super, super happy with where this series is going. Thor, issue number 21. So Thor is now fighting the God of Hammers. I'm not going to, again, I know it's been out for a couple weeks, not going to spoil who the God of Hammers is. But, man, this has just been absolutely phenomenal. Thor is relying a lot on his ability to not be broken. But in this issue, he gets severely broken. And he's not used to having that happen to him. Odin makes an appearance and kind of saves him from something that probably would have killed him. And I don't know for sure, but I think Odin might have actually died in this book. But man, they teleported the God of Hammers away to like the farthest known place, even unknown, into the unknown regions that even Odin doesn't know about. and within 30 seconds, the God of Hammers was back, and Odin standing there like, this is not possible. So Thor is up against something major here. But this series, man, it is picked up, and it's picked up hard again. Absolutely loving it. The Death of Doctor Strange, issue number 5. I believe this is the last issue of The Death of Doctor Strange, and it wrapped up beautifully. Older version Doctor Strange discovered who had killed Doctor Strange, and for a moment brought back in a weird way. I'm trying not to spoil this book too much because the twist there was absolutely crazy. How he brought back the old, or the more modern Doctor Strange, and they beat the big bad that kind of, I don't know, wasn't really much, didn't seem much prevalent in this book. It was more of kind of like a time clock situation than a big bad. But they wind up finishing that fight, bringing the newer Doctor Strange back, but death wouldn't let him go, so he still kind of just fades away in the end. But he does renew some ties that he's had. Will we see Doctor Strange again? I'm sure we will. He probably won't be gone for very long. I even believe that he's in another series. It's probably wherever he's gone after he disappeared. And then the person that's in this book is going to be the Sorcerer Supreme for a little bit. But I thought it wrapped up beautifully. It was a nice little mystery. The artwork is great. Love that artwork there. Ice Cream Man, number 28. This one has a lot to do with... I'm trying to think of the words, and that's ironic because this book is all about etymology, the study of words, the origins of words. This guy is trying to find the very first word. He's trying to find this guru on the top of a mountain, and he's having some native people bring him to the top of the mountain. It's a very dangerous trek. One of them dies. The other guy kind of runs away and says, "You're on your own." He winds up making it to the top, and realizing that he should have been focused on more important things. The message here is very, very good. Like it's like, don't focus too much on your work and things. You know, there are more important things like family and whatnot. I thought it was very good. But also, we're going back and forth a little bit between something that happened in a previous issue, which doesn't usually happen too much, where there's like this council of these weird creatures, and they're all talking about the smiling ice cream man. But this series is always really good, very Twilight Zone-y if you like that, but a little darker. Superman 78, number 6. So we're wrapping up the whole Bottled City arc there. Oh, now I'm gonna blank on his name right now. But the main bad in this, his ship, Brainiac. There it is. I found it. Brainiac is fighting with Superman, basically asking him, "Why do you protect these people? They're basically inferior to you. You don't owe them anything." And he's like, nobody's better than anybody else. And Brainiac says, I'm superior, but winds up losing in the end. And Superman rescues all the bottled cities, as well as Metropolis, and Lex Luthor escapes in a hot air balloon. It's, classic Superman. This series is absolutely great. I loved it. I do hope there's more of this because I'm ready for it. I'm ready to read more. I might drop Batman 89 and just read this one. And lastly, Human Target, Book 4. The artwork in this book is absolutely fantastic. I love it, love it, love it. This story has been amazing. And this issue, it still holds up. It still holds up. 4 issues in, and I don't think we've hit a lull yet. This one is a little slower, and I don't mean in the book's pacing. I mean in the action. He's the Human Target is having to kind of take a breath. For most of these issues, he's just been kind of just drinking and working, and that's it. No focus on anything else. But this one is more of him realizing kind of what he's losing. There was a point where he's just kind of focused on his work and drinking so much that he doesn't focus on that he's dying. And this issue, superheroes are doing work while he's trying to figure it out, but he's kind of having to just stand around and watch and think, and he's realizing that he's currently losing a lot, and he's wanting to live now. That's what I'm getting out of it, and I thought that was a really cool story arc because all of us have done it. We don't want to focus on something, so we keep ourselves busy from it. And then when there's a lull in the action in our lives, we kind of sit and focus and realize that we're missing something. And that's what this book seems to be portraying. And I thought it did it masterfully. The character of Ice, I didn't know before this book. She's drawn beautifully. He's making a connection to her. And I believe he's not wanting to lose that connection now that he's got it, but he doesn't have much longer to live. Fantastic read. I'm so happy I hopped on this issue, or this series, The Human Target, Book 4. And that is all I have for you today, folks. If you like this video, drop down, leave me a like, leave me a comment, tell me what you're reading, tell me what I should be reading. I know there's a lot of good books out there that I'm just not on, but I'm always willing to give new stuff a shot. If you think somebody might enjoy this video, share it. Share it on Reddit, wherever you can post it. Always looking for new subscribers. Maybe if I get enough, I could do a giveaway or something. We'll see what happens. But that's all I got for you today. Stay classy, and as always, have a good day.